in studio. Almost said in store. Well, that's kind of our store. In office, in studio for a little bit is the State Insurance Commissioner, Jim Donelon. Mr. Jim, welcome back to Kiel. How you doing?
Glad to be with you, and
Nice.
I'm looking forward to the renovated digs here. This place is going to go.
We are undergoing another massive.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome, huh?
It is.
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry about the
excited.
splinters in the bathroom. I started the show.
Just have to hover.
Mr. Jim, yeah, that's what Aaron does. When Mr. Jim first came in, he has a fashion accoutrement. He is always one of our more dapper.
Oh, and we had a bet today.
In fact, here was how it started when Jim came in and sat down, and I said, "You've got something I need," and Matt says, "Yeah, style." And I said, "In addition to the overall appearance, no, you are wearing your Louisiana flag cufflinks today."
Indeed,
And
and
I
my purple tie and shirt in honor of the Fighting Tigers knocking off the hated Kentucky Wildcats.
It
Yeah.
was a big win for
It
them.
was
a
a
big
That
win.
was great.
What are they now? 12-1 in the SEC, I think it is.
Something like
9-1, 10-1.
Yeah.
They
They're
are
actually in first place because
To go to-
Tennessee is
yeah.
a half a game behind them.
So, speaking of good news,
Yes.
I read a story a couple of weeks ago, maybe a little longer than that. Louisiana, I went, what? Louisiana auto insurance rates are
Going down.
Huh?
And that is such good
Explain
news.
how much and why, and does this include everybody other than crazy people like Aaron?
It does not include Erin because she's no longer a State Farm auto insured driver.
But what I read was, and throw this in there too, how State Farm dropping their rates is in fact affecting all the other companies.
No question about it. They have a third of our auto policies statewide and over 1 million policyholders with auto insurance. That's down, however, over the past 2 years from 1.1 million policyholders.
Why is that, do you think?
Because they took rate increases and the competition did not at the same rate that they did. And so they lost 100,000 policyholders, Aaron included, and many of my friends, as I've been going around sending this message out to policyholders statewide, that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Last year, we saw overall, all policyholders, all companies, a 2.1% rate increase in auto rates. That's just the CPI level. And that reached the peak, I thought, at the time. Now, State Farm, with their 1 million policies, is lowering their rates over the past 9 months, effective April 1st, 7.7%. In effect, rolling back the last rate increase that they took 2 years ago. And at the same time, lowering their named storm deductible on their homeowners policies back down from 5% to 2%.
So not only are rates dropping for car insurance,
Yeah.
but as a result of State Farm wanting those auto customers back,
Bingo.
they've dropped home rates also.
Well, not rates, coverage.
Okay.
They've increased coverage by lowering the named storm deductible from 5%, where they had taken it 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Frankly, in an effort to get rid of some coastal exposure that they didn't want. And they couldn't just identify or single out those below I-10, for example, because of our 3-year rule that protects homeowners policyholders like no other state.
Gotcha.
And so they had to do it statewide. So they copied, frankly, what Allstate had done 5 years earlier and went from a 2% to a 5% named storm deductible. Most folks aren't even aware of that. And yet, when they have a tree fall on their home during a hurricane or tropical storm, they find out typically $200,000 insured value, 5% named storm deductible, they have to come out of pocket $10,000 before their coverage kicks in. But now with this rollback down to 2%, which is what almost all homeowners companies other than Allstate and now had been State Farm have in place, that deductible drops from $10,000 to $4,000.
We have had the highest car insurance rates
Often.
in the nation. I think we're right now second behind Michigan, perhaps.
That's what A rating says.
Right.
That's correct.
Will this help? Are we still
sure.
got a lot of work to do?
Sure. The average cost of auto insurance in Louisiana, according to that Michigan, that Insurance Institute ranking, is $1,900 per year. 7% off of that knocks it down by $150. that would take us from number 2 down several notches. I'm not sure just how far. But the important point is there are options out there. What this means is pressure will be on all the other insurers.
How soon? How soon will we see their rates go down too?
This reduction, this most recent reduction for State Farm takes effect April 1st. So thereafter, other companies will be pressured to come down as well in order to not lose those 100,000 policies they took from State Farm back to State Farm. The reason they want to do that named storm deductible rollback is because their marketing is really based upon bundling your homeowners and your auto. They get it together. It's an attraction that they offer to folks with discounts for doing that bundling.
As more and more companies see how rates, specifically auto rates in Louisiana, are dropping a little bit, will that also increase the competition, i.e. make more companies want to do business in the state?
We have a large number of auto insurers authorized and writing insurance in our state. What has happened in recent years as distracted driving drove rates up over the past 4 or 5 years, while at the same time, I might add, killing record numbers of drivers on highways all over America. What happened was they stopped writing. They stopped writing new business. They didn't non-renew their existing business. So what will happen first is those companies that stopped writing will start writing yet again.